That's it, wood's back here. Gonna go off to pick up some nails. The orientation of the cabin is gonna go straight this way. Right in front of me is due south. Obviously, if that's the case, back behind me is due north. And it's a little bit catty-cornered. So right in that area right there, where all those trees are, now fallen, right in there is going to be where the cabin is going to sit. I'm standing on the wood pile right now. There's the 2x6s, 2x4s. Oh baby. The plan is I have to start getting all these trees cleaned up and getting the build site prepped and start laying down the joists and all that for the floor. Well, so far so good with digging that first middle post hole. Dig it up on, dig it. Dig it up on, dig it. You got to dig those holes. Dig it up on, dig it. Dig it up on, dig it. Hopefully we're almost at our mark. There's a rock down there about 2 feet down. Maybe about 1.5 feet down. And hopefully I can hit the 3-foot mark to get below that frost line. Big rock right there. So let's check it out and we'll see where I'm standing at right now, and we'll cut the first 2 posts after that. Well, there we have it. We have 2 beams all honed out, however you pronounce that word, I don't know. Anyway, they're all good to go. I got 1 more over here, right over yonder in front of me, and then that's all 3. And I can start getting my other posts debarked. I got 2 of my 9 posts debarked. We're making some progress. So for the middle beam right there, I changed up my design. I had a 3rd tree that I was going to hew. All right, well, I have all the joists cut for the floor. The 2x6 are cut to 12 feet and they're sitting in a pile right here behind me. Next thing I'm going to do is get my posts. They're pretty well all secured in, but my beam secured on the posts. I have some spikes, 10-inch spikes, and I'm going to drive them right into her, get them all secured, and then after that I can get these right here, those 2x6s up there, and get the joists for my floor on. Well, I have all my joists cut and they're in place. Now I'm just getting ready to get the nails out and get the hammer out and start hammering them in place. After that, I can get everything all supported and get everything all ready for the sheathing. All right, well, I just took the measurements from diagonal to see if it's square. I'm an inch off, so I have to move this side back this way, and we'll see where we are after that. All right, we got her all squared up. 17.2.5 from corner to corner. Looking good. Now I'm going to go around, get the rest of the nails all set in place for the joists. Oh, hi there down there. Guess where I am. Got all my joists nailed in. That's what I'm standing on. The floor, baby. Well, almost the floor. Check it out. Check it out. Here we are. Welcome. Oh, geez, let's not fall down. Welcome to the cabin. Or, well, what will be the cabin. Sun's coming through the trees. It's still early morning now. But yeah, here it is. Here it is. Whew, lots of work getting to this point, and still lots more to do. But this is a big step. Right up here is the front. And then I'll have off of those posts my little deck that I'll have going from side to side. So right here is my 1x6s that I'm going to be using for my flooring here. I have all my cross bracing in place, as you see right here, and over there yonder, all of that cross bracing. So that is going great. The reason I went with these 1x6s is because there's a wood shortage and all of the plywood and OSB is just crazy expensive, and I don't like using OSB anyway. So I'm gonna lay down just like you see right here, and that's just gonna be doing right handy dandy. Well, geez, there we have her. By geez, George, look what I am standing on. Up on top of the platform, baby. Woo! All right, so what we're looking at right here is the very first wall that I'm going to build that I've started to do the framework for. Well, there we have it. There's my 2x8 headers. There's my jack studs, both cut to length right there. Down here, there's my sill right here. I still have to put a top sill on right here. And I moved both of these cripples over. So now that they're supporting the load on this corner and that corner where my window is going to sit. I have to do the same thing over here where I'm going to cut these jack studs and then place the header in there, and then do the same thing for my third area over there for my last window for my front facing wall. Well, we sure are making some good progress with getting this wall all fixed up. I got everything almost all set in place. I just have to cut some more 6-inch cross members for in there. Over here I already start to have it nailed down. This post right here is my jack stud, and as you see, now it is supporting my actual 2x8 headers. Moved those cripples over as well. So everything is load bearing, going straight down structurally right to the bottom. Well, there we have it. I fixed my fobble up, and there's the front wall, completely structurally sound. I have my jack studs in under my headers, as you see there on all 3 windows. I moved my bottom cripples over to the corner of the bottom sill, so it supports it on all corners. And I also have my top sill in right there. So we are just cooking with grease now. That wall is 100% done, and I tell you what, it weighs quite a bit. Well, here we have it. Here's another big wood delivery that literally just got dropped off. I brought some boards already back there, and we'll take a jaunt back there in a second. But here we have 52 by 4x8s. There is 3 4x4x12s, 1 4x4x16, and we have some 2x6x12s as well. So let's go take a little jaunt back there and see what the build site's looking like. So here we are back at the build site. Got some work done since the last video. Some more boards over here, some more 4x4s for my top plates, some more 1x6s for my floor. Managed to get those doors free from the junkyard the other day. Got 2 of my walls done. One of them's upside down because it's going on the other side. Got my vapor barrier there, and some more 2x6x12s for the last 2 walls. Getting ready for my subfloor to go on. Still need to pick up some insulation. And we'll come over here. Here's where the mudroom is going to be. And those posts are going to be my posts for my my deck. It's going to start from the mudroom over here, come all the way around, and extend on to my logs that I have poking out here. Hand-hewn beam over there that's going to go in for supports for the second level, I believe. Right back here, you might have noticed that there's some OSB that I got there for the floor, and we can start hopefully raising some walls very, very shortly. Well, oh baby, look at that. We got the insulation all down. We got the vapor barrier all down. Looking beautiful. Well, the sun is setting, but look what we have done so far. 3/4 of the cabin floor is all sheathed in, ready to go. Woo! Oh, super exciting. So what I'm doing is I'm just moving this east wall because I want to raise my south wall first. So what that piece right there is going to act as, it's going to act as your kick plate. So your bottom of the wall is going to butt up against there, and it's not going to be able to go over the edge, causing you obviously much more hassle than is needed. Well, it's on to that time. I think it's time to raise up wall number 2. Got it sitting over here behind me. It's a little bit smaller than the last one that I just raised. Thankfully, so I'm going to get that into place. And let's get to it. Well, we're making some progress. As you see behind me, I have 2 walls up, and I'm working on my 3rd wall right now. I've already done some cutting. I have my 2x4s cut out for my side framing. Great progress is being made right now. On to the next wall. This is wall number 3 that I've just finished, and it's literally ready to be raised. I have 2 up already, and oh man, it's starting to look like something now. Well, would you look at that? Would you look at that? 1 wall, 2 wall, over there is 3 walls. Oh yeah. Awesome stuff. Look at that beautifulness. Oh man, such an exciting time. Such an exciting time. Ooh. Just the back north wall to go on back here. And then I can enclose it all in with the mudroom. Oh man, we're getting close. Well, we're making some headway. If you notice behind me, then that will be the third wall that we almost have all sheathed in. This is the front southeastern facing wall, I should say. And we have just another little bit on this side and up top, and then we can move on to the other side as well. Oh man, we're getting there, slowly but surely. Well, here we are, folks, the beginning of the top level of the sleeping loft Floor is in session. Let's go up the ladder and take a closer look. Here's the front. Windows facing about southeast. And here we are. Fortunately, this board right here is a little bit bowed, so later on in time, the weight of the cabin will just settle that down. But yeah, it's looking fantastic. Just looking beautiful. Get ready to lay my joists. Over the past couple weeks, I've been getting together some footage of doing this and that and some other things here at the build site. I'm onto the steps of getting the second floor sleeping loft all ready to go. I have all the wood that I need to get my ridge beam up, my ridge poles up, my second level loft sleeping walls up, and after that, I can make my wood order for my beams for my roof and get that all sheathed in, and we're good to go to get the windows and wood stove in after that. Well, I believe it's that time, and that time to be true, and that time to be now. Something like that. Any hoozles. Got the upper wall done here. Upper knee wall done, first one. So we're gonna get that all raised up, and oh man, just another step in the right direction to get this puppy on the go so I can finally live in it. After that, oh geez, it's starting to snow. Yeah, it's starting to snow. All right, well, get this wall up and I might be able to get the other one up too. Well, the second upper half wall is almost complete. We have one nail in each of the studs, and I ran out of nails. But all that needs to get cut now are the cross members, put in some more nails, and I can raise the second one up, and then tomorrow I can get ready to raise my ridge posts. I've got all my cross bracing cut for my second wall right over here, so I'm just getting ready to bring that up there and get on with the build. Well, here we are up on the second level, looking at some rafters that I have up. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 6 rafters up, and I believe there's about going to be 9 on each side. So I have 3 more on this side, and then I have to go on the other side, 9 more, and then I can start sheathing it in. Let's take a look. Okay, so we're on the back portion of the house right now, of the cabin. Right over here is going to be my mud room, and then upper here is that's where I'm talking about where I want to do some work today. Is I have my 2 studs there off of my ridge pole there, so I want to keep on going along here and then board it all the way up. Probably not going to take the tarp off just because who knows, we got a snowstorm yesterday and I guess winter's not over with. So I'm going to leave the tarp on and kind of work around that. But that's what the goal is for right now, is get some of my 2x4s cut and get them kind of studded in, screwed and nailed and all that good stuff. And then I can continue on with boarding in the upper section, go over here to the mudroom. And yeah, if you've seen any of the other videos, you know what's coming up then. All right, so I need 2 more at right around 67 inches. I'll get the angles all cut. And instead of doing 16 inches on center, since there's a 3-foot gap that's left, I'm gonna just cut the difference right in 2, and we'll do 18 inches off center for these ones. Just want to say that if you're new to the channel, that my name is Adam and welcome to Maple Monkey Media. I'm building my cabin. If you made it to this far into the video, you could probably tell that. All kinds of lifestyle and off-grid videos to come. And if you're a returning subscriber, muchly appreciate the continued support. I think we're coming right up around 700 subscribers, so that's absolutely mind-blowing. 1,000 is right around the corner, and like always, that's going to be my first goal, is hitting 1,000. So we're coming right up on that, and muchly appreciate the continued support, y'all. I'm going to go get these boards cut. Stay tuned, and we'll get them in place. I got gloves. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Bob's your uncle, eh? Bob's your uncle. So this west wall as well, I have a window over here that I'll quickly show you. It's right there. That's going to go in that hole you see right here. There we go, that hole right there. So if we can get this all done maybe today or tomorrow, then that'll be the first window that goes in, because I literally have my my flashing tape in the car. I have my tuck tape in the car. I'm all good to go. I'm all set. Woo, woo, woo. All right, enough talk. Let's get to it. Well, I'm standing in the mudroom. I figure I got a little bit of battery life left, so let's just walk on inside and see what it's looking like now that we got the Tyvek on the outside on 4 windows. So let's take a little peek-see, eh? About here, coming out 4 feet, I'm going to have a little half wall, and in front of this window, I'm going to have my cooktop that I have. And then this will be the half wall kind of separating to the living room. Right here is going to be the wood stove going up all the way through there. And there are the front 3 windows. There's the side window. And this north back wall doesn't have any, just to save on some heat. There's the mudroom. Oh, look at that. Like a glove. Well, we have that all Tyvek'd in, as you just seen. So I'm gonna go over the front where the overlap is, and I'm gonna get my tuck tape out and just go down the seam with my tuck tape. After that, I'm gonna cut my window box out, flash in the bottom, and throw in that window. Woo! To just cut straight along the top here. Come down on one of the sides. The bottom. There. Last side here. Window right there. Cut the flush down there. And last side, full cut flush. And there as well. I should have put that staple in, but that's okay. Secure that. Give her a little flip up. And secure and peel at the same time. All right, well, if you can see there, oh, no, other way. It's getting dark fast, but that window is in place. I need to do another little bit of flashing around it, finish off nailing it in place, and Bob's your uncle. All right, just like that, I have my second window here, getting ready to cut out the Tyvek, and we'll get that in place. And then there's only one more to go in there, and then I have two more smaller windows to go up at the very top as well. Alright, it's the next day from the videos that you've seen prior to this. I decided I'm just going to get working. Before I get the video camera all set up, I got a couple more boards placed on the north upper wall, and we are almost at the very top of it. There's probably only maybe 5 or 6 more boards to go. So after that's all done, can wrap the Tyvek tie power around it, and then that's another side all good to go. Oh geez, I'm going to fall here. Alright, let's check it out. Well, there we go. I need one more board at 35 inches that I got a custom fit around my my ridge beam, but that is a-okay. So that means the north wall, I'm going to say it's pretty well all done. I got to go back over and nail where all the studs are, but what a difference in pretty well less than a day makes in getting all of that done up there. Looking absolutely beautiful. Alright, so as you know, we have the 3 windows down there. They're all good to go, and we'll pan up, and then there's the other 2 windows right there. They were not in place last time, but they're all good to go. And these windows are all screwed and shimmed, and now I can just get ready to start putting in my boards to go all the way around them. And we'll come over here, and I have everything all set up here, right up there for the mudroom. Just getting some measurements, and we're going to get on with that momentarily. Well, 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 the mudroom finally has a roof, and it's looking kind of weird without the walls and everything tied in, but it doesn't matter because the roof is on, and that was the main portion after it rains that would hold all the water is the floor of the mudroom. So that's a good little check to get off the list right there. And I still have some wood that I just ordered that I will get the 2 walls of the boarded in mudroom. 2 walls of I can't even speak. 2 walls of the mudroom boarded in. There we go. All right, let's climb up this ladder, and I'll show you what it's looking like. So you can see a bit of it right there. Look at that beauty. Well, it's been go just absolutely all day. Some stuff I did get on footage, some stuff I didn't get on footage, but the mudroom has its roof on. The back is all boarded in. I even got the roof all tar papered as well. The back wall has Tyvek on it, so like I say, just a lot has been getting done. I'm just getting ready to do the taping right now, so I'll just bring this back here. I'll show you what's going on. We'll get it all taped off. I'll probably cut out one more little section, and then the whole back wall will be all Tyveked, minus the top section. Well, here we are. Here's the back wall. Just put the Tyvek on right there, and as you see up here, it's all tar papered in, all good to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tape over here, and then over yonder I'm probably going to leave this side open, but not too sure yet. So we still have to do all the way up there as well, so that's what I'll be working on tomorrow. All right, let's take a walk back to the cabin then, and we'll show you all what's going on. Like I say, over the last little bit, not much has gotten done, but haven't given an update in the last little bit, so who knows what's going on. Change the pathway up a little bit. There's the cabin. Dun dun dun. Mosquitoes are super bad back here. But there's the cabin looking fabulous. Just waiting, the roof. Just looking wonderful. Alright. So we'll go around to the front. All over here is going to be a wraparound porch down to a deck. Same with over here, deck and porch. Stairways going up. Got a little door on there just for the time being. Have to fix it because a bear literally almost ripped it off the hinges. But here's what the inside's looking like. So I got my wood stove in place, as you see there. I just need to get my roof on so I can start putting my Selkirk through the ceiling up there. And over here is where the staircase is going to go, all the way up to the top. Over here, going to be a little kitchen area. Half wall right in this area. But yeah, this is it right now. And hopefully by this winter the roof will be on and I can start to insulate it and add my my cedar tongue and groove that I have outside. Alright, we'll just take a little walk around, I guess, and show you what's been going on. Like I say, not too much at all. Still need to get some of the Tyvek done on the other side. I'll go over and I'll show you. So I got the bottom all Tyvek back here on the back wall right there. Just still need to do the upper section, and there's one little piece of board on either side that I need to do. And over here is all good. Back there is just literally the last piece of Tyvek that I need to put on. Front's all good. And we'll go around to the side with the door. Just another little section up there that needs to be done. So I mean, don't get me wrong, all in all I am super happy with the progress that I've made on the cabin over the past coming up to a year that I've had the property now. And going off-grid and building actual cabin and house has been a lot more difficult than I would have imagined going off and starting in this process. So stay tuned, there's going to be another video coming up with kind of what I've learned over the last little bit, maybe some tips to help you out if you're starting your process as well. Because, like I say, I've been planning for 10 years, you know, to build an Earth ship and a cabin and all that, and I definitely wouldn't have guessed that it would have been this challenging. I would have already said that I would have had the cabin done and living in it by now, but we're coming into a year, and still quite a bit of work needs to be done. So like I say, as I always say, I really appreciate y'all checking out my content and my videos. Hopefully you like some aspect of it, and like I say, I really appreciate the continued support. And for those people that have, you know, been asking questions and commenting and everything in my Instagram posts and my videos and all of that from previous, I'm wondering what's going on. I appreciate you guys looking out for me. I appreciate it. You're wondering what's going on with the cabin, if I'm still alive, if the bear is eating me. No, the bear didn't eat me, still alive, and you know, the project on the cabin is still on go. Oh, it's been a couple months since I swung the old hammer, and me old hammer arm, whoo, it's not what it used to be, that's for sure. And holy, just working up a sweat going up and down that ladder. That wind is nice, but it's still so muggy, and these mosquitoes, holy, just they're tick by. Well, there we go. That piece is pretty well all secured. I just have to go back, finish nailing that one side, and there's a couple boards that I didn't cut when I started facing in the upper level. The only other wall that needs some work is the wall that goes over the mudroom, and that's the last wall that needs tie par / Tyvek on it, and then the whole cabin will be covered, minus a couple little pieces where I still need to fit in a couple intricate boards, and one more board over on that side as well. So this side over here, this is the side where the mudroom is right there. It's the last side of the cabin that needs one little piece of board, well, one 12-foot section of board up top, and once I get that all cut out, then I can start laying down and putting up my tie par, and then that'll be the whole cabin that has tie par Tyvek on it. Good to go. This little section right here is what I was telling you about. I have one board that'll fit perfectly in there. I just have to notch it out accordingly to where the rafters are going to be, and then I can start laying my tie par down. But another thing I did off camera was right behind me, right there, I finally built a couple stairs because I was absolutely sick and tired of kind of hoisting myself up. And I had my dad, my grandma here, and my grandma couldn't even get inside to see the cabin because there was no stairs. So after that, I'm like, even if they're only temporary, it's better to have them than nothing. So even though that I wasn't here all the summer and to take care of all the plants and the grow season and everything, I'm considering this year as a complete success for gardening because this was the first year that I've grown potatoes, first year that I've grown watermelon, and without even me being here, you know, had a good crop of each. Same with peas and beans and tomatoes. So I would definitely consider this year a great success, and next year's garden is going to be that much better.